Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the page, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if you enjoy the content that we have coming out. And today we are going to be diving into X-Men 10 of Swords Part 10. This will be issue number 13 of the X-Men line. Now, 10 of Swords has been taking over everything X-Men related. So you're not going to see any X-Men line without a 10 of Swords attached to it. And if you guys have not been keeping up with it, I will leave a link in the playlist for a playlist down in the description and at the top of the video so you guys can check that out, get completely caught up on the 10 of Swords event. And today's issue is really important because we get a background on just who Annihilation is. We get a little bit more backstory on Genesis and everything that happened. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. Now this issue picks us up on Krakoa, and Apocalypse is still fatally wounded. And so they make some kind of attempt to heal him using Healer, amplifying his powers to try to heal him, while Polaris and Magneto both try to hold him down and restrain him the best they can. And as they're doing this healing process, he starts to speak. And what he says is kind of a chronological history of what happened leading up to him staying on Krakoa. You know, in ancient times, before the word ancient even existed, the Twilight Sword had torn Krakoa in half. And from the chasm between them, from the dark world, the enemy poured into this one. And he talks about the White Sword and his 100 soldiers and how they went in to fight back whatever was coming through. And it really seemed as if they were turning the tides in this battle and they were winning in some kind of way, shape, or form. And he talks about Genesis, how she was stronger than all of them. Strong enough to break the enemy, to turn them back, and to reduce their numbers. Reduce the enemy to peace. And so they sit at a council meeting, and Annihilation comes to parlay with them. And we see them set a box down, and out of this box comes a mask. And it's the Mask of Annihilation. Now, to better understand the golden helm of Ameth, Ameth is a black planet, a black death. It's a hellscape of demons and just pure evilness. A chaotic world. You know, this place would pretty much be uncontrollable if it were not for the golden helm of Annihilation that commands the unconquered horde of Ameth. And so how the helmet works is the person who wears the helm rules over the dark world, but really the helm itself is the ruler. Possessed by some kind of elder god, primordial force, or even the spirit of that world manifested. The helm calls to the wearer, and the wearer has to be of great strength and power to even possibly live through the experience. And so Annihilation came here with an offer, but behind the scenes, what it doesn't really tell us, you know, we know that Genesis' sister, Isaac the Unbeaten, betrayed them all. And it broke all of them. Her most of all. Genesis most of all. And so that turned the tide of battle, and they needed to seal the breach. And Apocalypse wants to go with them, but she says right here, like, you know you can't. You're not strong enough. So it goes to show us just the actual strength of the people that they're now going against. And this is when Apocalypse wakes up, and he's fully healed. Healed enough to go get what he needs to get. His sword. Now his sword is Scarab. It belonged to his wife's sister. And it's got a weird attribute. It's embedded with external sadness. Now this was crafted in 4 parts to celebrate the birth of their 4 children. The blade was forged by his sister-in-law as a gift for their marriage. You know, and 1,000 years after Oroku was lost to Ameth, Apocalypse had broke the blade and buried it and moved forward to do what his wife had instructed him to do. And that was to judge the world, to prepare an army to come and fight. And this is where we take off to Western Egypt, arriving at the Temple of the Horsemen. And Apocalypse goes into one of the pyramids, desecrates some of these caskets, and this is where he finds his blade, assembles it, and heads out to take his place with the others. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, this was a very important issue to let us know who Annihilation is, or at least give us a little bit of backstory on exactly who they're going against. You know, I have a good feeling that Genesis is going to be the one wearing Annihilation's mask. Now, I don't know that with 100% certainty, but that's really what we're looking at, I think, moving forward. Now, we only have a few more spots to be filled before we're ready to head off to our Mortal Kombat style brawl. You know, these last couple issues over the last few weeks have really just been story building, which I'm okay with, because as long as this story pays off, because it is 22 issues long, and I gotta say, you know, I'm enjoying it, but I'm ready to get into the action. I'm ready to see some hard, heavy-hitting, God-level fights, because that's what this needs to come down to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, are you enjoying Ten of Swords? Have you liked it so far? What do you think of Annihilation? Are you enjoying that character development? Are you enjoying the aspect of Apocalypse having the children and having a wife and all of this stuff in the past? You know, what do you guys think of Hickman's writing in general? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you have not yet, please be sure to like and subscribe to the page, and until the next video,